What's up, YouTube? It's a Peaceful Viking here. I just want to shoot you a quick video, tell you where I'm at, what's going on. What's going on is it is hot. Phone says it's only 98 degrees. Sensor on the dash in a truck says it's 110. Gotta love it, some Texas, huh? I am in Terrell, Texas. We are at a pilot truck stop. Kind of doing a long hold here. We dropped a load off yesterday evening, and we have to wait until 12:01 in the morning today to go pick up our next load, which is going to be in Carthage, Texas. I believe we're picking up some chicken maybe, and then we're heading towards Houston. It's about I think we have to drop off in Houston about 8 in the morning. So it's going to be kind of a quick pickup and drop off. But I just want to come to you today, give you a little update. Sorry about all the jiggling. You know, that's what we talked about. The unedited, raw YouTube trucker videos. You want the music and all the cool editing and stuff, you can go to somebody else's channel. We ain't got that here. So far, training has been going great. Today here in Terrell, this is a really big pilot. I want to say my trainer said it'll hold 400 plus trucks, and it was pretty busy last night. It cleared out, and since we're staying here all day, what he's done is we went to the back of the lot and he set out some cones, which all of our trucks have on them, and allowed me to do some backing. He allowed me to do a couple maneuvers I had not done previously. There are several different maneuvers and several that are tested for the CDL test. So I did a lot of them at the terminal before we came out, and I didn't get a chance to do all of them. So one of the hardest ones to do is one that I didn't get to do at the terminal. So we set up a little spot in the back of the lot, and I was doing the 90-degree backing maneuver, which without a doubt is the hardest maneuver to do. Most of the other maneuvers, as far as the parallel, the straight line back, and the offsets right and left, most of those maneuvers have points. So you can watch your mirrors and you line up certain things to the landing gear, to the mud flaps, what have you. And it'll almost kind of go in where it needs to be every time, as long as you do it right. The 90-degree has a couple spots like that, but then there's a certain section of it where it's just kind of by feel. You have to kind of know how that trailer is going to swing. And you're in a limited space, so you're basically going from, it'd be like if you were driving down an alley and you had to put the trailer into a 90-degree spot that's perpendicular to that alley you're going down. It started off a little rough. I was missing my spot just a little bit, but we kept working at it, and because of the heat, we worked at it a few times, and then we took a little break, and then we worked at it a few more times. Basically, when we started the last section of doing that 90, he said we're going to do it about 2 or 3 times, and then we'll move on to something else. The last time I did it was probably the best. I basically sunk it like first shot. I got out and looked one time. I didn't even have to do a pull-up, which is kind of unheard of. I was pretty proud of myself. But other than that, it's just learning, and you got to take your time. You got to be willing to put in the time. I'm doing pre-trip inspections every day, sometimes with my trainer, sometimes on my own. You got to take control of your own training. You got to do what's best for you. So that's kind of what I've been doing. A couple things that were unexpected to me about being out here is the cost. You know, I had put my life kind of in a position to where being out here during this training phase wasn't going to crush me financially. But you need to be prepared if you're going to do this, or if you have somebody who's going to do this. You need to let them know that, like, it is not cheap. It is not cheap to live out here on the road, especially during training. Now, once you're in a truck by yourself and you know, you're doing your own thing, you have your own refrigerator, you have your own cabinets to store food and things like that, you can definitely cut that cost down. But during the training phase, you know, you're kind of connected to your trainer. So, you know, if he's going to eat out, you kind of almost are going to eat out too. That doesn't mean you have to eat bad. A lot of the places we stop, you can still get salads, which I have been doing, or eat light. You know what I mean? You don't have to have huge meals all day long. And you can also, you can grab a little bit of stuff to have in the truck with you as far as snacks and things like that, and keep beverages. That's the big thing for us, is we try to keep beverages. It is crazy hot out here right now, at least in Texas. Wyoming, it was not hot. Wyoming was amazing. Utah was amazing. I think I counted out, I think I've done about 6 states in less than a week, and that's why I'm out here. It makes me happy. I mean, I've seen the plains, I've seen the mountains. It's been awesome. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind I made a great decision as far as coming into trucking. This is without a doubt one of the happiest times I've had in my life. My personal life, my relationship side has improved since I came out here, which I would have never guessed in a million years. But when you have downtime, you spend hours and hours and hours talking to somebody. You really can connect with people, and you learn things about each other that are pretty cool. Not gonna lie, having a woman by your side who supports you, who's proud of you, who encourages you every day, that's a huge thing out here. But she's got to be a special girl, because this is not an easy life for relationships, for sure. And we continue to talk about that, like, that I'm gonna be gone a lot. This is something I love to do, and she's cool with not standing in the way of that. So I'm super happy about that. Other than that, all the other stuff I expected are going pretty well. Like showers, it's not an issue. Honestly, I've got a great trainer. Being in the truck with somebody who, like, you both have a common respect for each other, you give each other space. I try to get out of the truck in the evenings and go and walk around and just give him some space. You know what I mean? It is a small, confined area, and sometimes it's hot. You're one day you're sleeping at night, the next day you're maybe sleeping during the day. So you got to give each other space. But yet we still enjoy, like, sitting down and having meals together and talking about stuff. And your training doesn't just happen in the truck. That's another thing. At least the company I'm with, at least the trainer I'm with, I'm sure it's different trainer to trainer, company to company. The guy I'm with is taking the time to teach me everything. It is not about just sitting in the truck and driving down the road straight. There's the backing, there's the driving in traffic. He let me drive through Dallas-Fort Worth last night, and there was traffic. Good thing for me, being from Chicago, I'm all about that. It wasn't a big deal to me. I think maybe he might have been a little more nervous about it than I was. I'm used to driving in traffic, and it wasn't an issue. And I think he's starting to realize that I don't get freaked out in traffic. I don't get worried. I love to drive. So that's been good. But I have a good trainer. And the one thing, I keep reiterating it to him, is I appreciate the time that he's putting into me, because I want to be successful. And he's a lease operator, which is without a doubt the process that I want to go into. I do have to be a company driver for a little while. But eventually I'm going to lease my own truck from the company. It will become my house. Van life is not over for me. It's just going to be a bigger vessel, and I'll have somebody to come home to when it's time to come home. Again, I continue to get, my brothers are checking up on me, my kids are checking up on me, and all of that support right there just makes you want to do more. It makes you want to be more successful. Having a supportive family is priceless, and my family's getting bigger, and it's just, you're gonna support me or you're not. I'm gonna do what I got to do to be successful, and that's been great. You know what I mean? Having those people behind you that are pushing you, that motivate you to be better every day. I don't really have a whole lot beyond that. Like I said, I would show you a little more scenery, but I don't know if you've ever been in the back lot of a truck stop. It's not a clean place. There's trash everywhere. It smells like urine. there's some ugly sides to this, as there are with any job. But there are some plus sides. Not having a boss, working when you want to work, as long as the delivery gets there on time. Sleep when, if you want to hit a truck stop, sleep at a truck stop every night, you do that. If you want to stop at a rest area, you do that. There are not a lot of jobs, I would say, that you get to be your own boss on a daily, but yet still have a support structure behind you. The company I'm with, I actually got to call in today and talk to my fleet manager, and she is a rock star. Like, you want to talk about a lady who puts you at ease, this is her, man. I just talking to her, you can tell she has your best interest at heart while she's doing her job every day. And that's super huge. I hope I get to, once I'm a driver on my own, I hope I get to stay in her fleet. That doesn't always happen, but I really hope I do, because she's just awesome. Talking to her is like talking to a friend that's going to provide you with the income you need to live. So I don't really have a whole lot more than that, you guys. I wanted this to be just a little quick video, tell you where I'm at, where I'm going. I did talk to her today, so I have some updates as far as when I'm going back to Springfield. I will be routed back to Springfield with my trainer on the 26th. I will be there the 27th, 28th to practice, and my official CDL test will be on the 29th. I plan on passing that first time, and failure is not an option, because that's not how I do it. I want to pass it the first time for myself, and I also want to do it for my trainer. He gets a pay bump if you pass it the first time. So that's my goal, and if anybody knows anything about me, when I set a goal, I'm all about it, and I'm going to go after it with everything I have. So we're going to try to pass that on the 29th. I don't know how much longer I'll be in Springfield after that. Why wait on a different trainer? The trainer I have now only does the first phase of training. He won't do the last phase of training, where I'm actually out for 30,000 miles. That 30,000 miles of training is probably going to take 6 to 8 weeks, in which I'll be driving a lot more. Right now, my drive shifts are 6 hours, 7 hours. During those drive shifts, I hope we're getting up closer to 10 hours every day. And that's where you start getting paid. So I'm going after that money. I got things to do and people to take care of. So I just wanted to give you a quick update, YouTube, and thank you for your support. And if you roll across my videos, like them, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when more are coming. Love y'all. Peaceful Vikings out.